In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Utapau Shadow Trooper, or the 212th Shadow Trooper for the Revenge of the Sith line. This is actually a Hasbro concept, and I think it was a Target exclusive back in the day, if I recall correctly. Interestingly enough, we actually got the Shadow Trooper before we ended up getting the standard 212th, which is an interesting bit of information. So I really like this guy. I unfortunately never got him back in 2005. I do think I recall seeing him at the time, and I've known about him throughout the years, but I just never got around to getting this action figure. Fortunately, he's not very expensive on the aftermarket. I got this guy a couple years ago in an auction on eBay, and I think I only paid probably less than $10 for him loose. And oftentimes, even for brand new action figures of him, I see him go for decent prices on eBay, anywhere between the $10 to $20 range brand new. So down the road, I would like to get more of this guy. And I think he did have a couple repacks later on as well. Maybe, I'm not sure in the Saga collection, but I think in the 30th anniversary line he got a repack as well in Saga Legends. And there are other clones that are very similar to this, like the Covert Ops one, which is more of a purplish theme, but kind of looks similar to this. So as I mentioned, this is a Hasbro concept. I'm not sure if this shows up in any EU material. As much as I've spent time reading the EU, and specifically in this era, I don't recall coming across Shadow Troopers for the 212th at all. But there could be. This was still during the days where Hasbro was taking some liberty to make their own clone troopers. And this carried forward into the Saga collection as well, with like the 5th Fleet security clone, and then I think the 442nd Siege Battalion, Combat Engineer, a lot of clones like that. And interestingly enough as well, you can tell that he is part of the 212th because, yes, he's all in cast in black and gray armor, but he has the similar color scheme, or the similar pattern to the standard 212 there. You can see where the orange lines up, and then you can see where the gray lines up on him. So that's pretty interesting. And even on the head there. As far as the tooling is concerned, this is a clone mold that had been reutilized many times before. I think maybe the 91st Reconnaissance clone, the standard one from Revenge of Sith, which was also a Target exclusive. I think this might use it as well. And there are various other ones, I think. Pretty similar to the antenna mold, but it's not quite that because, as you can see, there's no spot for the antenna there. So the color scheme looks great. What I really hope to do is get the Revenge of the Sith gunship at some point, and then get a few more of these guys and load them up in that. It's kind of a dream item for me. But pretty much just cast in all black and gray. Plastic does feel a little soft on it. I'm not sure if it's just my sample or if it's just me, but it almost feels like it's a softer plastic compared to a lot of the other clones out there. And it is possible because sometimes when the parts are cast in different colors, the plastic quality comes out different. Nowhere near as gummy as what we get today. It's still pretty durable, but it is, at least for me, noticeably softer. It does have the red visor there, which looks really good. In terms of articulation, it's really good. It is super articulated. He does have a ball joint at the head, although he doesn't have much of a neck, so it's slightly restricted, but it's not bad. Hinged shoulders and elbows, swivel wrists, joint at the torso, I think, yeah. Then swivel hips, and then hinged knees and hinged ankles. And in terms of weapons and accessories, he just comes with a basic He has the DC-15 rifle here, which was the standard one from that time. This is the specific one that he came with, the one I got loose, but I'm not sure if it's cast in different colors or anything like that, but regardless, it is the same weapon. And then also, I don't have it in his hand at the moment, but he did have the carbine as well. And I'll just show off Cody's here. Same exact thing. Not much to say about that. In fact, just borrow Cody's here for a moment and we'll put it in his hand. Sometimes I have them displayed with both rifles, although it is a little tricky to put in his hand there. Do something like that. But that's pretty much all I can really tell you about this guy. It's a great clone trooper action figure. Most people that probably want him or have any interest in him probably have one at this point. Like I said, he's pretty affordable. Great to add to your 212th collection. He does blend in, or well, he doesn't blend in, but he looks nice with the orange color scheme. And as I said, I do hope to get some more down the road. It's pretty good with General Kenobi there and the rest of the squad. But anyways, that concludes this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for playing more in the future. There's always more to come. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your support, and check out the links in the description if you haven't done so already. And as always, thanks for watching.